All right, what's good, YouTube? What y'all got going on? We are back with part two of the Final Four for the women's side of March Madness. And yes, basketball season is almost over. We just watched South Carolina beat Texas, so we know South Carolina going to the championship game. But we still got a whole nother game to go. We got Paige Beckers over here on this Uconn, Warren Betts, Alcoez, Chloe, not Chloe, I was gonna say Chloe, Kiki Rice. They got some buckets over there too, so we gonna get to it. I found out a lot about UConn actually through my last video. I found out Sarah Strong. Y'all know I was highly on her. Comes to find out she was the number one player in that class. And I see why. And yeah, so we know they got Sarah Strong. Chin was tough too out there. And that's another girl I can't think of her name. I got locked back in with like the recruits and all that because I used to be on that stuff in high school and like my early college career. But when I got just started getting frustrated at college, I kind of took a break off of it. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get back into it next year though. But enough talking. Let me get straight into it.
Carolina, 3 Eastern on ABC on Sunday.
UConn starting out in a man-to-man, and of course, what are you keeping your eye on? Lauren Betts and how UConn can defend her.
Connecticut comes up with a steal. AZ Fudd lays it in.
Yeah, AZ Flood too. I remember her.
Back iron it off. Betts tracks it, but it's whacked away by El Alfie. Here comes the freshman Sarah Strong. Sarah Strong digs in and lays.
Hey, I be high on Madison Booker at Texas. She gonna be so cold too. Future top 3 pick.
It home at 22 points on 8 of 13 shooting in the Elite Eight. Here's Betts getting another touch.
I ain't gonna lie, from watching LSU game plan, I can't even say if you shut her down, you shut the team off. But if you kind of like stay on her, it's a good start because UCLA got shooters. So we're gonna see how this gonna work out.
The All-American dives in and finishes.
That time, Connecticut does not send any help, any double team. Expect them to do a variety of things defensively against Betts in this game.
El Alfie waits and gets denied by Betts.
Did Kiki Rice get a piece of that, maybe?
Maybe. Rice able to curl it in on the attack. Nice response from UCLA. Both these teams can get up and down. Becker.
This is what we came to see right here. This is what we came to see.
Off.
Oops. Next one going in though.
El Alfie, the offensive board and the putback.
On the on-ball screen here, and Paige Beckers comes out, gets it back, likes the shot, but then you see Janet El Alfie with the size advantage and size on the...
Followed it up with 30-plus in the Elite Eight. Chen to Strong. She got it. Not a 3. Here's Dugalich backing into Strong. Dugalich, great fake. And the left-handed finish. El Alfie loses it there. Poked away by Barker and off the bench for UCLA. Arnesalo swivels it.
That was actually tough. I give props.
In transition. The NCAA Women's Championship is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? The Final Four is presented by AT&T. Connecting 9-8. Connecticut leads UCLA more than halfway through the first quarter. Chen pulls up and drains the jumper. Matching her own Connecticut record. The first to do it in the tournament. Beckers is on the board in the Final Four. El Alfie wants some help. Also needs to tie her shoe. Here's Fudd. She got it. UCLA and Corey Close's key to us before the game was we have got to take significantly more shots than Connecticut.
That's gonna be a war down there. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing from experience, there's gonna be a war. And I actually found out she got a sister coming in next year because she could declare for the draft, but she won't play with her sister from what I heard in the commentary. So I never seen her sister. I don't even know what her sister look like, if she tall or what. She play post like she do. But I will be watching some UCLA games next year.
Strong picks up her first, and Betts will have a chance for 3. Now, something to watch, Rebecca. Now Strong is the 5 in this lineup as Strong connects.
It don't matter. Man, she gonna be so tough.
On another 3.
Sarah Strong here, she has been money from the three-point line over the course of the last couple of games.
Here's Fudd. Fudd's three. Banks in! For them to come away with a win. Thought the 4-possession in general would. Here's Betts. Back to work on Strong. Able to finish.
It's going to be a battle down there. Not going to lie to y'all.
5 for 8 from 3 in the Elite 8 win for UCLA over LSU. Here's Beckers, 3 seconds left. Beckers at the buzzer. You bet.
Oh, and the score kind of, that's not a score. That's not a first quarter score I want. From the Final Four, UCLA lock in. Make it competitive. Please make it competitive.
At AT&T,
B2. Bingo!
we can't guarantee Cooper Flag having any chill.
Now go shake hands.
Yes, ma'am. Here's Fudd. Attacking. Fudd's pull-up is good.
Ooh, look at that score. That's not the score that we want to be looking at in the Final Four.
Here's Betts, the All-American. Twists inside. Couldn't finish it. Barker gets help.
They holding it down there better than LSU could. I ain't gonna lie. Somalia Smith did hold her own very good, especially towards the end. But Lauren couldn't even get a shot up.
Held up, and it's out of bounds off of UCLA. Yeah, their 2 losses, they were a combined 7 for 33, 21%. As Betts gets a deep touch and finishes on the delivery from Barker. Arnold looking in.
They got 10 turnovers in a quarter and a half. So I see why the score like it is.
Arnold spinning, dishing. Brady's mid-range is good. As Connecticut takes advantage again on a UCLA turnover. Jaquez dumps it in. Betts just going right to work on.
She's waking up now. So let's see if that's going to fuel them. But you cannot be that many points down against Uconn in the Final Four. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Nice Brady. Here's Betts with Brady on her. Betts dishes out. Rice will take the 3 and hit. That's a big one for Kiki Rice. And
a chance to see 2 of the top freshmen in the country here in this Final Four with Sarah Strong and Joyce Edwards.
Here's Fudd's jumper. She got it. Easy Fudd, 5 of 7 in this first half. Here comes Chen. The Princeton transfer to the corner. Fudd. You bet. Easy Fudd is on a Tampa burner.
Easy Fudd, we know what an incredible shooter she is, especially when she
had been 0 for 9 at that time through 3 quarters. Here's Dugalich turning, flipping, and banking it in. Beckers ended up in more space than expected and said, okay, I'll take it. Arnisalo loses it. Strong has it in transition. Beckers, what a feed! The touch pass.
This is not a team you want to be down 19 points in the Final Four to.
Corey Close just shaking her head. Chen fakes the 3. Fudd, one more. Oh, yeah.
Alfie had fallen.
Yeah, that's easy. Fudd got 19 points. Yeah, 20-point halftime lead. Yeah, it's not what you want to be looking at right now.
Down, and that's one way you defend the post is by limiting.
Wow, Becker is able to hit over the extended arm of Betts. London Jones lost her footing, then the basketball in the second half starting the way the first half went for UCLA. Fudd lobs it in. Chen, what a feed! And Strong finishes it.
Tries to close out, and then how about this? We saw a very similar play in this.
Jaquez didn't take it right away. Dugalich trying to get it down to Betts. Caught the net, but Betts still was able to gather and finish. matching her own Connecticut record. First time a Connecticut player's done it in the tournament, though. As Betts again digs in deep and finishes.
Again, a really nice contest and recovery by Paige Beckers defensively.
Here's Chen attacking, dishing, L out.
Yeah. No, it's only the third quarter. Don't want to predetermine. It ain't looking good right now. I mean, as y'all can clearly tell, every time I see a UCLA score, they still down by 20. Yeah, that's not what you want to be looking at.
Healthy finishing. Jaquez the rebound, again unable to finish. Been a tough night so far for Jaquez, the hero of the Elite Eight. Becker separates and hits. Beckers can't get that one. Volleyed up in the air, ends up back with Beckers. Strong as...
Don't back off of them. Is you crazy? Don't back off of Sarah Strong.
Three is good. Fudd gives it up. Beckers dances inside and...
Y'all lead almost 30. I kind of feel bad. It's the final four.
Finishes, plus the foul.
One day, somebody's gonna stop that woman.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna be today.
Oh.
Perimeter that just gives Connecticut permission to continue to dig down and help inside on Betts.
Gardner a three. That one is good. Who had 5 in the win against LSU. Strong left open.
There's a lot of people in the world that you could leave open for a wide open shot. She's not one of them.
Alone connects her 4th 3 of the night. Barker in the corner lets it fly and hits from 3. Now, Bud has not scored in the third after she had 19 in the first half. Been more Beckers and Strong this quarter. Rice missed that one badly. Up ahead, Strong in transition, fillets it home.
Sarah Strong had 10 points. They just have so much balance across the board.
Strong gets a catch, finishes, plus the foul.
Yeah, Uconn ain't going nowhere no time soon.
It's another 20-point night for Sarah Strong.
A beautiful high-low pass. Janet.
Beezy Fudd with 19, Beckers with 12, Sarah Strong with 20. That trio has been the most efficient trio in basketball this season.
Another terrific closeout by Paige Beckers when the ball went into the post and then reversed.
I'm like, it's over now. Let me predetermine. Don Staley better watch film because this. Y'all know I like South Carolina, unless when they play LSU. But this UConn team they hot. They smoking. I know Don Staley won a few. This is her 3rd championship appearance in 4 years. Just won last year. But she got some work on her hands. I'm not gonna lie. And I know she could do it, but God.
Beckers smooth. Lauren Betts able to finish. Lauren Betts up to 19. Here's Strong. Fakes the 3. Gonna drive it and finish it. Sarah Strong. The freshman is always under control.
Sarah Strong, you have to contest because she is a threat from the perimeter. A couple dribbles inside and then has such nice finishes when she gets to the rim.
Holly?
Well, Gino said that UConn saw Sarah Strong in a nondescript gym the summer after her freshman year.
For USC had gone on a run and cut Connecticut's lead to 5. And Griffin played a big role in why Connecticut was able to separate in that 4th round, where she is the projected #1 over.
That's up to 30. Oh, that is so dominant in the Final Four game. The elite teams in the country, and you're winning by 30.
Overall pick. advantage the Dallas Wings currently have. As Betts hits the jumper.
I ain't gonna lie, Dallas, with the Paige Beckers #1 overall pick, and Enrique, that is gonna be, and DJ Carrington got traded up. Dallas gonna be a tough team in the WNBA. I can't wait to race them games too.
It's been a good showing for Lauren Betts. An outstanding season from the first team All-American, who will be back for UCLA next year. Strong, nice look. Arnold banks it in.
In Spokane, it was 40 points one game. Another game, it was 8 assists. But tonight, it's been defense. Her 3 steals, her defensive pressure.
This is the bench. That's the bench now. Oh Lord.
Every single round,
that mentality is really what unlocked her into those zone modes she was in the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. Rice fires a pass in. Betts turning, will finish, plus the foul.
Yeah, it's too late now, buddy.
And Rice picks up her 5th foul. The inside-outside Stars seasons are done for UCLA. Arnasalu buries the 3. Get to see the top 2 freshmen in the nation on Sunday with Joyce Edwards and Sarah Strong. In 2022, a South Carolina win. The only loss Gino Auriemma has taken in the national championship game. As Brady squeezes it in, plus the foul. And the Connecticut bench is having a party. Yeah.
Man, Sunday gonna be a dog fight. Don Staley to come with it. Cause I'm not gonna lie, new to watching UConn play like this year and stuff. Everybody knew about Paige Beckers. Like I said, I just kind of figured out who Sarah Strong was, and Sarah Strong will be a #1 option on a lot of teams. She is like, there's not really no #2 option on that team. She's like, Paige is clearly 1A. Instead of calling her #2 option, she might be just 1B because she is tough. And that's what separates this team from Iowa. Iowa just had Caitlin Clark, and she made everybody look good. You know, Kate Martin got her buckets. It's another girl on there from Iowa. I remember from last year. I can't think of her name. Hannah Stokes and stuff. But the rest of these girls, like Ozzy, scored 19 points at like halftime. We obviously know about Sarah Strong. Like these would be #1 players on other top teams if it wasn't for Paige Beckers on that team. It's just not no one man show over there, which is what a lot of people thought it was, because we hear UConn, all you hear is Page, 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 but they got buckets over there. Like I said, Sunday gonna be a battle. I can't wait to get to it, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.